I had a dream once of a day when vlogs would not be outdated by the time we responded to them, where they would be regular-ish, and we would have a couple a month. But those dreams are long gone. So let's change that. Hi, it feels like it's been forever since you were here, but also really soon. I'm not entirely sure exactly what has changed. I'm in Virginia for my aunt's wedding and my grandfather's 80th birthday party, which should be awesome. I hope everything's going great for you, and I'll just launch into things. So since I saw you last, I got a job at Papa Murphy's, which is very exciting. It's super fun. I love working there. My entire crew is Christian, which pretty much is the best job experience I could ever ask for. Like, once the store closes, it's super fun. We just crank up the Christian music and blast away while we clean. It's super awesome. I'm starting school this next coming Wednesday, which is pretty exciting. I'm taking 2 PE classes, one of which I'm really scared for. It's like called hardcore, and it's supposed to be really scary, and like all the girls drop out within the first 2 weeks. So that's scary, but I'm excited for it at the same time. I'm also taking choir and biology and art and world civilizations, which sounds pretty awesome to me, but on 2 days of the week I'll be there for 12 hours a day at school, which will be scary. I want to know what classes you're taking, and I know you started because I saw like a status which said you were trying to pick out the first day of school clothes. What classes you're taking, if you like them, what your teachers are like, how hard they are, etc., etc. So yeah, I guess that I'll just talk about my escapades for the past few days and getting here and everything. So I had to get up at 3, which is super fun because I only got 2.5 hours of sleep, and the night before that I only got 3 hours of sleep because I was making my mother breakfast for her birthday. Yay! And the day before that I got really home late because I was out dancing. Swing dancing, that is. So super exhausted, and get up at like 3 to... Don't you love how I totally forget what I'm talking about in the middle of my sentence? Anyway, also the swing dancing was for Emily's goodbye party because she just left for Bellingham to start her last senior year of school. She's actually in Hawaii last now, so that she stays safe. What were you? Oh yeah, to get on a plane. I also like how that last segment gave me a silvery leaf beard. Ah! For the first time, the TSA didn't have to be like, get stuff out of your bags, because normally I always have to like pull my suitcase over and get out 5 things which I forgot for liquid surgels or whatever and throw them away, which is always very sad and stressful because you've got like this huge line of people behind you who are all like, we're waiting, and it's stressful. But nothing happened this time. Then we got on the plane and everybody instantly fell asleep, which was a shame because there was this gorgeous picture of like Mount Rainier with the orange sunset like coming up at the same time, and then we flew into the sunrise with pink amazingness. Insert picture here. Insert random music here because I thought that my iTunes would work, but it's not, so I have to make my own angelic music. And it was just like living in a world of pink and gold and blue once we were coming out of the cloud bank, which was amazing. I was like, bucket list item can be crossed off. Yeah, and then we had a layover in Michigan. I didn't realize that Lake Michigan is so huge. Like, when we came out of the cloud bank, it was like, wait a minute. They're landlocked, there's no ocean, and it was enormous. It seriously looked like the ocean, and I had no idea, so that was pretty awesome. Like, and then, like, I didn't even, like, realize that, like, Lake Michigan is, like, big. Like, I thought there was an ocean there, like, yeah. And then we jumped on another plane and came down here to Virginia and had to wait a while for my grandparents to get here to pick us up, but I ended up doing my makeup and a reflective pillar in the middle of the baggage claim area, and the security guard made fun of me. He was like this really old guy, so I wasn't creeped out or anything, but he was like, going somewhere tonight, looking nice, doing your makeup, and just generally, yeah, making fun of me. Which I'm cool with because it was pretty vain of me. But we were going out to lunch. At the time we thought it was lunch, but by the time we would get there it would be dinner in Baltimore. And I didn't want to look like a zombie like you normally do when you come off of an airplane. So yes. Then we got down to Baltimore. Insert pictures. Don't worry, I'll spare you the awkward music this time around, but just because I love you like that. And it's a really cool place, even though I felt like a traitor being there, because in the colonial times it was like all Catholic and they kicked the Protestant awesome people out and stuff. So I was like, oh, it's Maryland. But it ended up being really cool, obviously, because they're not evil anymore. But yeah, so we had an amazing dinner there. Insert picture. And then we walked along the waterfront, and we happened across this old group that my dad really likes called Crosby, Stills, Nash Young. Only Young either quit or died. I think he might have died. He died. And like just lines of people lining the waterfront area for free, while all the other people like sat in the middle of the harbor on a bridge in the middle of the harbor. They weren't actually just sitting in the water. Whee! That'd be really funny, actually. Just listening. And that was really cool. So we hung out there, checked out some statues, walked, took pictures of old ships. I'm going to load all these into Facebook, but yeah. And then headed home. So yeah, that's what we've done so far. Saturday's the wedding, and Sunday is my grandfather's birthday at this fancy restaurant with photographers and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that everything is fine and dandy down in California. Give all my love to your family. Oh, I've got a distorted heart. So yes, sorry for taking so long, and DTYM.
You are soft and pretty. You are.